emotional flooding. Now, you may not have come across this before. Even if you've heard of emotional overwhelm, you may not have come across emotional flooding, albeit you might have had it in the past. High levels of stress and strong emotions contribute to the likelihood of emotional flooding. When an individual becomes flooded, there is a psychological response. This response can vary from person to person. I would also add into that, sometimes with emotional flooding, there is a physiological response as well to it. So we all know that there is a psychological response to emotional flooding, but there is also physiological evidence that people have physiological responses to it as well. Okay? When I get stressed, I get pains in my forearms. That's generally where the physiological stress comes out for me. Okay? It happened, started during my divorce, and now it just continues. So I know if I've got a bit of an achy forearm, I'm stressed, or I'm getting stressed. And this is after conversations with doctors and consultants and why my arms hurting, blah blah. It's just it's the way it comes out. It's the way it comes out of me. Other people might get stiff necks, might get all achy, might get tense. Other people might feel sick. There is a physiological response in some people with emotional flooding as well as a psychological one. And the reason I've harped on about this for a little while is because it's really real. Okay, it's really real, this is. And we need to be able to understand it. And of course, I've got some tips for you to go and deal with it as well. But it's not a one-off training session, this. You know, it's like, as I've said on a couple of things that we've covered, it's like getting a tree. If you get I've got a little bonsai tree at home, okay? If you water the tree once and then expect it to grow leaves forever, then you're going to be incorrect. You've got to keep watering it, and it's exactly the same with emotional flooding. You've got to be able to keep going back to it and dealing with it on a regular basis, or even preventing it where you possibly can, okay? So yes, there is a physiological response, but there could well be a psychological response to people as well.